Good morning and welcome to the Daily Outlook for Friday, 30th of December. The euro produced mixed results against its major counterparts as the last Italian bond auction for the year recorded lower yields and did not reach the expected demand. The yields fell compared to November's auction, with only €7 billion bought compared with €8.5 billion expected. Versus the US dollar, the single currency rose to 1.2952 from 1.2925. It had earlier reached 1.2858, a 15-month low. Against the Japanese yen, the euro dropped to 160 from 175, having touched 100.06, a near-decade low. Versus the Australian dollar, the single currency fell to 127.71 from 128.24, recording a fresh all-time low at 127.55. It will be interesting to see how the euro will behave today, the last trading day of the year. The US dollar was softer against a basket of currencies as macroeconomic data pointed towards an increasingly firmer economy. Figures showed economic activity in the US expanding more than forecast, with pending home sales and Chicago's Business Barometer, the Purchasing Managers' Index, both beating expectations. Versus the Swiss franc, the US dollar slid to 0.9402 from 0.9434. Against the Canadian dollar, the greenback dropped to 1.0206 from 1.0256. Versus the Japanese yen, the US dollar moved down to 77.66 from 77.93. The Australian dollar rose to 1.0138 from 1.0076 against the US dollar as Asian stocks extended their rally, and this boosted demand for the high-yielding currency. The British pound fell to 1.5414 from 1.5437 versus the US dollar. Looking at commodities, we saw that oil prices rose to $99.33 a barrel from $99.24. Gold fell to $1,549.40 an ounce from $1,555.55. And silver climbed to $27.69 an ounce from $27.05. Now let's take a look at the currencies this morning. The euro-US dollar pivot point is 1.2965 with a preference to sell short at 1.2965. The US dollar Japanese yen pivot point is 77.75 with a preference to sell short at 77.75. The Australian dollar US dollar pivot point is 1.0105 with a preference to buy long at 1.0105. The British pound US dollar pivot point is 1.5490 with a preference to sell short at 1.5490. The US dollar CAD pivot point is 1.0195 with a preference to buy long at 1.0195. And on to commodities. The oil pivot point is 125 with a preference to sell short at 125. The gold pivot point is 1,520 with a preference to buy long at 1,520. And silver, the pivot point is 26.75 with a preference to buy long at 26.75. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. And on the calendar, the market movers today are: British nationwide house prices for November were forecast to be flat at 0%, and on to equities, which were all positive. In Europe, the FTSE was up 1.08%, the DAX was up 1.34%, and the CAC was up 1.84%. In the US, the S&P 500 was up 1.07%, and the Dow was up 1.12%. In Asia, at the time of broadcast, the Nikkei was up 0.67%, and the Hang Seng was up 0.42%. I'm Amanda, and this has been your morning outlook from Easy Forex. Have a great day and Happy New Year.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.